Muramasa as well. They're just picking each other's comfort heroes here, and in this case, they've just proven themselves that they have a huge variety of hero pools in their pockets here. They've been able to play multiple heroes here. They're not afraid to experiment and still dominate the game. And this time, they're pulling something that, oh wow, this is a meta picks from the previous season here, which is not popularly picked in the Malaysia region competitive scene, but is very popularly picked in the Indonesia region, where Rafaela and Loi are considered S tier support and mage pickups here.
All right, so this is going to be very interesting indeed. Muramasa now actually picking up some, I think some heroes that we haven't seen throughout this entire tournament, and actually in the professional level in a really long time, actually.
Yeah, I know, right? Like Muramasa is just drafting like a pro right now, and it's ridiculous to see what they're going to be summing up. But Uranus is going to be comfort picks once again here. There are not a lot of heroes that can actually play against Uranus, and in terms of a wet noodle fight, Khalid is great against them. Baraz is amazing as well. Yuzhong not so much as a matchup in this current patch. Baxia side lane is actually advisable, but at the same time is extremely difficult to play around it as well. It feels like they need something with early durances, or maybe even a deadly blade rather early here to actually deal with it. In this case, Scythe, they're just sticking with the Zilong, and Muramasa is just going for a combo here. Jungle, I feel like Yishun Sin is great for them. Roger is amazing again, but seems like they're just sticking with the Sun pickup, and with the Rafaela, it actually makes Sun even more scary here with a little bit more mobility.
This is going to be very interesting indeed, because we did see the Sun actually be played out from the side of Muramasa very, very well. And I do like that. Ooh.
Okay.
Scythe. What? Wow. This brings me back to the second season of MPL. Like, really. Like, when I was... Wow. These drafts, though... Wow, these drops are like taking me back, like
journey back to memory, man.
Like daddy is getting his nostalgia glasses.
Wait. Sure. Gushen? Nani? Gushen?
Yep. Nah, it's not. It was a bamboozle. It was a bamboozle for sure. All right, so we haven't seen Gato Kacha in a while. We haven't seen a lot of this hero.
Popular in the previous season, for sure. On side lane is amazing.
In the previous season, but I remember that even in the... I think even in the second season, we did see it quite a bit, but it's very situational. Yeah. It was very situational. So Scythe is actually drafting a very, very interesting composition that I feel that in reality, right, it's quite hard to pull off for Scythe. Not to say for Scythe, I mean, it's hard to pull off even at the professional level, it's quite hard to pull off. So I'm really interested to see what Scythe is actually planning to do.
Yeah, I like the Irritel here, just because it does bring you a lot of crit damage to deal with the Sun here. And if they're able to get some sort of farm on Irritel here, Sun is not gonna have an easy time. You know, talking about burst potential here, early on, Estes is getting a sustain way through. But Rafa doesn't give you a lot of healing at all. It's been nerfed really, really hard. Despite having a little bit of roaming item up on Rafaela, I don't think it's gonna help too much here. It's more of like just providing mobility so that Sun can just do his own thing. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to see how it goes here. Legit here. We're jumping straight into game 2 in this second semifinals here. Will Muramasa take the 2-0, or will Scythe drag it out towards game 3 and potentially make a comeback? Why do you guys stick around and find out here? Because we're jumping straight into game here, and looks like we are gonna see the jungle Irritel being played from Scythe, and Muramasa just taking their chill pill. For now, nothing out of the ordinary yet.
All right. Just so you guys know, we've got ourselves a giveaway. The answer in a few minutes that's going to be coming by. But before that, though, we're going to be seeing a very interesting fight. Faisal right now taking in a little bit of damage, has to speed up and get away. Luckily enough, he is going to be able to heal himself up, and will be able to at least sustain some of these fights. Kojal holding on towards the bot side, going up against Windstruck. We have seen time and time again, Windstruck always picks out that particular hero, and he has had some varying degrees of success with that hero. I think it's all dependent on how Scythe is going to play this out against Muramasa.
Yeah, and as of now, on the top side here, we can see that it is gonna be a full-on aggression coming from Muramasa, whereas on the middle side as well, Scythe, they're getting harassed constantly here just because of how powerful AFF does bring to the table here. Lo Yi just, it's a hero where if you're just clumped up in a choke spot here, they will definitely just destroy and chunk away your HP. So it's not gonna be an easy thing to do. But we have seen professionals also taking advantage of the fact that Divergent is going to be able to rotate in between lanes extremely quickly here. And now with Sun, with the newly revamped version of here, he does have a little bit more mobility than before here. And look at this, being extremely annoying with those double gangers here. Scythe, they're just struggling to figure out here, what do they do here? Do they want to contest or do they want to do something else? Seems like on the bottom side as well, Koja once again getting extremely aggressive here, gets first blood, gets a 1-for-1 trade, but Muramasa seems like they want to try and challenge this turtle and they need the rest of the members coming in here. Seems like Scythe, they know that Muramasa is 2 men down. They're going to try and contest this here with a meteor shower. Do they get it? Yes, they will. Leslie, they will have the turtle here, and looks like Muramasa is going to be late to the party here, but the rest of the members are coming in and looks like they will disengage. Moon might actually pay for the price. 1 more HP with a running gun, and Leslie will get the kill as Scythe will come up on top. Great split-second decisions here coming from Scythe.
Really loving Irithel coming back into the game here. Was able to score 1 kill on to it by Leslie. So I do think that that's going to work out wonders for him. And one thing that I always really enjoyed as an Irithel is the fact that every auto attack is kind of like a mini 3 auto attack, right? It's like 3 auto attacks in one. So it's instances of 3 auto attacks when the attack speed is being built up as well as crit. You know for a fact that Leslie is going to hurt so much. So if Scythe actually plays this out really well and play it out in such a way where they're patient and actually funnel a lot of it onto Scythe, it's going to do wonders for them.
Yeah, definitely here. But as of now, as you can see, Scythe is gonna be, soaking up a little bit more XP here. They've lost Windstruck a little bit more on the sides. They need some sort of farm for him before he can go for the split push potential. But Muramasa, they're just dominating the way through on the sidelines here. They've got Moon, who's kind of paid the price here, but it's all ups down. It all comes down to Leslie, whether or not he have the mobility to get those kind of damage here. Jackie, on the other hand here, he will pay the price, but it's only the chunk because as of now, the bigger price here is gonna be the Irithel chunking away here. Look at this, the runner gun comes in, he's gonna get a kill on his Gojo, and Leslie is taking into consideration that he does have the run and gun strategy with the passive of Irithel, and he's going to be chunking away at the gold platings here. And now with the Divergent coming from Muramasa, here comes the flank. They want to go in for the push as well, but they just don't have the mobility. They need the Harry Examine Force, but Harry is the first one to pay the price. But here comes the rest of the members here side. They're going to try and pull him back, but Rainbow misses the taunt, but he will die instead with the assistance of AFS lockdown here, the Yin Yang power strike. And that's going to be the power of Lo Yi diving down to his side. A little bit of a reality check. They don't exactly have a lot of magical bursts. And Kojao, where did he come from? For a second he's there, immediately he's here. He cuts the backline, punishes Leslie, who's farming in the jungles, and that's going to be them losing out the economy. However, speaking of that fight as well, it's going to continue here. You can see Star getting a little bit cheeky, needs to steal the purple buff, and that's... Oh, he actually stole it! Oh no, and Jackie Yu! He's gonna die in the hands of Muramasa.
All right, Clefairy right now is going to be the second one to be taken down for the count here, as we're going to be seeing one more hit is going to be taken away. Oh, not enough there coming in from the side of Star, and they got to be careful there as Leslie is coming back in to do as much damage as he can towards Star, but we'll have to back away. Muramasa right now very much in control of the early stages of the game with 1 turret in their favor already and about 2,000 gold advantage, and I feel that's going to play very well into their hand. And at the end of the day also, it really depends on how Muramasa, not depends, excuse me, at the end of the day, it really is dependent on Muramasa to actually get the tempo control on their favor. So I think that coming in from Scythe, they have to be very careful on how some of these fights are going to be taken for them, because they do have potential here. Rainbow right now in a lot of trouble and is going to be taken down by Star. Star right now going around and just shining bright.
And yeah, and as of now, as you can see, Muramasa just continue to dominate the way through in some of this fight in terms of rotation and all these guys split push potentials here with this annoying supportive plays here. And now Moon once again gonna be sending out Doppelganger, just completely bullying Jack EU out of the way. He needs this meteor shower here, but they just don't seem to find any sort of pickoffs. However, on the sides as well, they will have a nice diamond catch on towards the Harry here. But now, oh no! The Avatar's Guardian here actually missing the mark. Rainbow will completely get obliterated here. Likewise from Jack AU. And just like that, because of the demise here, they are going to trade towers for towers here. Seems like they will get an easy tier 2. Meanwhile, Scythe making the decision to push down bottom instead. But they just can't finish him off. AFF just clearing the creep waves. And eventually with the divergent, AFF was able to escape his demise with 1 HP. Oh my goodness.
Very beautifully done there, coming in from the side of Muramasa as well as Scythe. Both of them are very valiant indeed in terms of the gameplay that is being shown on display. However, it was going to be Muramasa that was ahead in terms of that. We do see the Sun, Moon playing Sun is going to be going for the turtle now, and it's going to be another turtle in their favor. Their first turtle of the game, as we do see Pfizer right now in the middle of it. Look at that, Jackie U right now is going to be pulled up. Very interesting indeed here, as we do see Rainbow is late to the fight. Monster Kill gonna go over towards the side of Moon. Moon right now doing as much damage as can. Star in a lot of damage here, will be taken down by Clefairy, but it seems that the follow-up is going to be too much there, as we do see that the run is going to be too good from Clefairy as well as Windstruck, but 3 members of the side of Scythe has been taken down in favor of 1 for the side of Muramasa. Star is the only one that was sacrificed in that fight, but it seems that it's definitely worth for them. Oh, Corral. Kojal, excuse me, Kojal right now gets hit and will be shut down beautifully from the side of Windstruck. Windstruck definitely blowing some strong winds towards Muramasa.
Yep. And as of now, this is gonna be a really intense one here coming from Muramasa, because right now, Scythe, they're fighting for their grand final spots right now, and Muramasa, this is not making it easy for them at all. And this is not gonna be this is not going to be an easy one for them here. They need to get a really nice pickoff, and in this case, they're just not getting it here, because as of now, AFF is doing a fantastic job going for supportive role here. Now, the jump comes in from Rainbow, completely missing the mark again, and that's going to be nice side steps from Muramasa to go in for the punish once again. But Leslie says, you know what, we've baited this out. I'm going to try and punish his way through, but Rafaela is just going to go in for the side step. But guess what? The ambush is there, the setup's there. They try to get a little bit cheeky, but looks like Muramasa, they will pay the price. But guess what? It was totally worth it, because they threw bodies off the bodies. They got them so low. They got a team wipe. AFF kiting them for the right timing, allowed Moon to pop off, and that's gonna be Muramasa cleaning house, looking to push up the turrets here, and that's gonna be an easy tier 3. Will they get the crystal? Looks like they will not, as the rest of the members from Scythe are already back on track.
Yeah, so we're going to be seeing Scythe right now actually coming back into the game, and I feel that that's going to be very interesting for the side of Muramasa. For them, they are actually going to be scoring this Lord, and I don't think Scythe actually is going to be able to compete for this. They are too far off, and it seems that it is going to be a matter of time before Muramasa closes out the game.
And yeah, as of now, you can see the breastplate up on Moon as well. So knowing that the breastplate is going to be up on the Sun here means that it's going to be extremely tanky. But in the contrary as well, they got Pfizer. That's a great pickup, but it is a support only. They've committed almost all their major spells here. Leslie also using the ultimate as well. So next fight here, it's going to be a little bit tough for them. But Leslie, you can see he's a little bit afraid to actually contest this here, knowing that the Zaman Force may be coming from behind. Seems like it is going to be forced out. Meteor Shower has been expanded. It's barely taking into the Uranus as well. And you can see there's just no feeling whatsoever. This is super tanky. And Sun says, I don't care. Moon is just going ham with the doppelganger. The Lord comes in, and Scythe, they will lose their crystal. And ladies and gentlemen, and Muramasa will be your first grand finalist here for life at the Maxis Esports Tournament.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting indeed, as Muramasa is going to be maintaining their perfect streak. Not even a single game draw.